And
Just your channel.
here we are. We are live. We are live, Sam. Look at us. Look at us. We're live.
Look at us. Who'd have thought it?
Not me. Anyways, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the PlayStation 5 reveal event. The pre-show, as it were. Today, I am joined by Sam Woods, the Forest himself, Sam Woods. That's look at that, hell yeah. Usually it takes me a second to get some sort of moniker going, but definitely didn't take me too long there. But how are you doing today, Sam?
I am good, my friend. I am good. Excited to see what Sony have in store. How are you?
I am hyped. I am ready to get things going. As you may know, I am Shaka McPain, and I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Animal Crossing. Tuesday or Wednesday, Warzone Wednesday. Friday, Free Play Friday. All at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Captain Woodsy, Sam Woods himself. When do you stream? Just gonna do our housekeeping.
Housekeeping. So at the moment it's sporadic. Keep an eye out on my CIPT Woodsy 17. Keep an eye out on there for when I'm streaming. Usually kicks off around 2 p.m. UK time, so check it out based on where you are from there. During the week, 3 days, 4 days a week usually.
I just also realized something that's really awkward. That I have my because I still haven't activated Windows because I'm a cheap bastard. But I still, because I have display capture going, there's my activate Windows right there, so that's really funny. So,
Nice.
anyways, yeah. So, well, also, do you want to plug your YouTube as well?
Yeah, so you're gonna have to search me on YouTube because YouTube's really awkward and hasn't given me the URL of youtube.com/Captain Woodsy. I am Captain Woodsy on YouTube as well. I need to figure out why YouTube's not being my friend, but check me out on there. Try and upload videos as often as possible. You know how it is.
And I'll probably post this to YouTube later, so I'll put it in the description as well, so it's easy to find. Easy to find. So anyways, let's just jump into it. Sam, what are your predictions for today? Are we seeing the console? Are we getting a price? Or are we just getting gameplay?
I think we're getting a price. I think we're getting pre-order information.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are seeing the box. I don't know how well we're going to see it. I think it's just going to be a small shot of it. I think we're seeing the box somehow or some way.
See, I personally agree with the fact that we are seeing the box today. I feel like I don't believe that it's in a way that's, like we're actually seeing the box like a physical box, but I feel like we're at least getting a like After Effects render of the box, the box itself, because I think that that is important. Not as important necessarily as the price. I think that if Sony is smart, they'll delay the price until Microsoft shows their hand, because they don't want to be, because I mean, especially because the rumor is it's $599, and that's just at the base model. And of course, we all know how many gigs games are nowadays. So you're definitely going to need a 1 to 2 terabyte hard drive at least, and then that's on top of that you're probably going to need an external hard drive. So hopefully they promote, they kind of are able to kind of eat some of the money savers, in to be able to get the console actually out there. And the exclusive, I think the biggest thing is the exclusives too, but yeah, I think the price is definitely, I personally think it's going to be delayed, but
There's been a lot of stuff kind of popping up online over the last 24 hours or so of listings and accidental bits and pieces, screenshots of Amazon listing it, screenshots of a Scandinavian website listing it, all at a similar price point, which to me indicates that companies do know what they're going to be charging for it.
yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I guess knowing, I feel like they know what they want to charge for it, but knowing and wanting to reveal it are two different things. I hope at least if the rumors are true, I hope that the $599 is the 1 terabyte model. I don't think that's the case, but I hope it's at least the 1 terabyte model, because I can kind of get that with the power. But yeah, I don't necessarily. In terms of games, what do you think we're gonna see here, Sam?
So
Let's get in the
more
meat,
Godfall,
the meat and potatoes.
which was Godfall obviously announced
Mm-hmm.
at the Game Awards last year. I believe that was like the first big game to have the next gen stamps on it. I think that looks really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to see more of that. It's the obvious ones we'll kind of brush over. So Horizon Zero Dawn 2, can't see us not hearing anything about that.
Now with Horizon, do you think we're getting a launch date? Do you think we're getting it on launch, or even in the launch window?
I think it's a launch window game.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's launching day in, date with the PS4. I think it's coming some point after.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Very soon after.
I agree. I personally want to see something like a I would personally like to see something like a Spider-Man get announced. But I think the biggest thing for me is something like the backwards compatibility, and on top of that, I would the Gatorade get hype moment for me is a Jack and Daxter remake, like a full on like trilogy Jack and Daxter remake. And I know, but I have seen that there are quote unquote leaks of there being a new Crash Bandicoot game, which would be hype AF as well.
Yeah, Crash was, before these leaks, was going to be my kind of shot in the dark. Not necessarily long shot, but kind of my one slightly out of left field. But again, over the last 24 hours or so, starting to see kind of new Crash merchandise, Crash Bandicoot this, Crash Bandicoot that, which kind of, again, makes me feel like that's definitely going to be somewhere in there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's a lot of validity to that. I mean, you could just do renders, but of a Crash toy, but I don't think that you're doing that necessarily just for, to promote a game that's at this point, even the remake's a few years old, And I think they've had such success with the remake of Crash, and on top of that, the remake of Spyro, and I think that to a lesser extent, Medieval. But honestly, for me too, I was gonna say I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. But if we get even a slice of a Kingdom Hearts property, I'll be there. It's not happening. It is not happening, period.
Yeah, calm your hopes on that one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the ultimate Gatorade get hype moment that is not going to happen. But
what about, do you think we're going to get a tease of Kojima's next project?
Oh, that's a question, isn't it? Like, do you? Okay, the other question, I rebut your question with a question. Do you think it's with Konami? Do you think that they're not necessarily it's with Konami, but it's a Konami property?
So we talking Metal Gear,
like them licensing it out to Kojima and letting him, something like a Silent Hills, and letting him take the property, not the whole property obviously, but just for this game, because obviously they haven't really released a whole lot in the past few years, and in the coming years it looks like. But
if they do that is my question.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of kind of, it was bad blood between the two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I think it's going to be his own IP if we do see something else.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too early, honestly. If it's his own IP, I think it's a little bit too early. But if he was consulting, I feel like more off. We are not going to get a Kojima Productions game, but if we get a game with Kojima's involvement, we're getting a Kojima consulted game from Konami. So like a game director. Yeah. Like I think that if anything, I don't think that, because Kojima Productions just released Death Stranding like not a couple months ago. It's more than a couple months. It's half a year basically now.
It's about 8 months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's enough time in my mind to get a concept together. I mean, I don't know game development. Don't get me wrong, but
it also, like, I mean, look at how the turnaround of Death Stranding to Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, I think that happened like the year after. So it there's a possibility it could be, but I doubt it. Do you think we see how ports work? So, not necessarily ports, but like backwards compatible, like the Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima, how they're going to work on the PS5, or if they're going to work on the PS5.
I think we are definitely seeing something about both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's about how it's going to work on PS5 or who knows, but I think there has to be a way to link those to the PS5 for nothing else than marketing clout.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what, we're a week away from Last of Us, review embargo lifts tomorrow. We've got Ghost of Tsushima next month. I think they're in there just as a marketing push. Like, not that they need it, but they're so close that I'd be so surprised if they weren't in there somehow.
I agree, but also the fact that they don't necessarily like this event. I would say it won't happen unless there is a actual way you can play it on the PS5, because you don't want to muddy the message with something like a Ghost of Tsushima or Last of Us if it's not playable day one on the PlayStation 5. I think that
I agree.
But do you have any other predictions in terms of games?
I think we are going to see a new Gran Turismo. It doesn't really interest me, but
Yeah, I think that's a safe
historically,
lock.
it's one of the best selling. It is the best selling game on the PS1.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best selling games on the PS2. Uh, so that would be crazy if we didn't see that in some kind of way, shape, or form. What about Dreams?
That is the question, though, right? Like, is like with the what Greg Miller has said before, is Dreams going to be a like a free to play game on the PS5? Is it going to become a free to play game, or is it just going to be ported over? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen or heard from Kind of Funny some different kind of conversations about, do you make part of it free to play, part of it kind of pay for the creation tools, but you get to play the creations, all these different things. I personally not really sure how they do it, but imagine again it's going to be there.
Absolutely. I think
Anyone.
something like a now going back to Gran Turismo. Do you think we're getting a variation on Gran Turismo like the Horizon series did?
Uh, Probably not. I'm not too into Gran Turismos, but as far as I remember, it's a fairly kind of simulation racer.
I I guess
There's Formula.
what I should have said is like Forza Horizon. I guess I forget like the horizons
So,
are different.
uh, sorry, so yeah, I don't think the Gran Turismos are going to do anything crazy. I think they stick to the formula that they know that works. Kind of working in the games industry, retail side of things. Gran Turismo fans want their Gran Turismo to be Gran Turismo.
Hmm.
Um, they're hardcore into that aspect of the kind of game. It's a simulation. It's not an arcade racer, and that's how they like it. So I can't imagine they change it to a Horizon open world simmy type
Hmm.
game. I can't see that happening.
Fair, fair. Now, do you see any of the new studio, not the new studios, but any of the studios that have been dormant working on any sort of property? I'm trying to think of the names of the studios. There's I mean Sucker Punch we know. Obviously that one's been kind of dormant. I'm trying to think of who hasn't worked on. Do you think we're gonna see anybody who hasn't worked on something in a minute? Are we getting something? I don't know. Like I was trying to figure out what I wanted to say, but it didn't really come out. If I'm honest.
I think we're going to see a couple of new IPs, first
Hmm.
party IPs.
Yes, that's you got me. You got me.
I don't know which studios they're going to come from, but I imagine we're going to see something new. You can't have a big blowout for your next generation and not introduce a new
Right.
next gen title from one of your first party studios.
And also um speaking on the 3D platformer side of things, Are we getting another Ratchet and Clank?
That seems to be one of the hot ones on Twitter, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's very possible. Especially if Insomniac is able to kind of have a side, like not side studio but side project going on in terms, and there is the rumor that I just saw from Wario or Nibel on Twitter that Insomniac is working on something before Spidey.
okay.
So,
So
I mean, grain of salt things,
leans.
of course, but
That would kind of make sense. So yeah, I can absolutely see that happening. For me, this is going to potentially offend some. Ratchet and Clank is fine. Doesn't feel as good as a lot of other kind of platformers to me personally. So I'm not too bothered either way. I'd be happy for those fans out there if we do get it, but for me, it's one that's like,
you're definitely a knack person, aren't you, Sam?
damn, knack all the way, baby. Knack all
Now,
the way.
I did joke about this in the kind of funny Zoom call, but do we see a Mario Cross Knack crossover? And I'm gonna
Mario
Knack. Yes. So here I'm gonna set it up. Okay. Here's what you do: is you have Knack come out. It's like everybody's like, "Oh my god, the meme Knack 3, sweet! Oh my god!" And you see him just going over, walking, and he's like, "Where is he going?" And there's a pipe. There's a pipe there, and you just hear a "Wahoo! Let's go!" And that's it. That's it. So the Nintendo PlayStation. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Also, Retro Candy in the chat says, did they show a new Halo yet? Will they be taking Microsoft? Is basically.
I would say we're as likely to see a new Halo in this as we are a Knack cross Mario game.
Right. Now, on the serious, semi-serious end of things, do we see PlayStation All Stars 2 Battle Royale or PlayStation whatever the sequel?
If we do, they need to make some serious changes to it from the last one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
They need to just lean into the Smash Bros side of things. Just fully copy it.
Just be a clone.
No shame.
Yep. I think
to the wall. And
at this point, they have the properties. They have the people. Like you have people that are like, oh shit, like this is a name. This is a name the same way Mario is a name, the same way. So I think that there is a possibility that could be a thing. I mean,
who else would be in there now? You'd have Aloy.
Yeah, Aloy. You'd have Daddy Kratos.
Probably
for
Spider-Man.
sure. Ooh, that's the thing is like Spider-Man gets real dodgy because it is a Marvel property, but
Sony, yeah.
Retro Candy says hopefully a new Star Wars game. I don't think so. I've said this for fucking years, but if we got a fucking pod racing game from Criterion, the people who made Burnout, and we can just see all those like pod racers just fly in the air when they get hit, are you kidding me? That would be so sick. But I don't think we're getting a whole lot of third parties necessarily here. Or what do you think about that, Sam? Do you think we're going to get a lot of third parties?
I think there's going to be some third parties. I think kind of main one that's left this year is Cyberpunk, which obviously has the marketing agreements with Microsoft. So you're not going to be seeing that. Possibly some Watch Dogs. That's been quiet.
Oh, Watch Dogs. Yeah, that's true. Watch Dogs Legion has been quite quiet right now. Do you think But, however, from what I understand, tomorrow is the Ubisoft quote-unquote conference.
Okay. So, probably not.
Maybe.
Front then. Stranger things have happened, but I'm not so sure. Going back to the Criterion situation, didn't Wasn't it just announced that the next Need for Speed is being made by Criterion? Just to dash your dreams.
I would say I feel like that is probably a safe bet for sure. Evilium in the chat says, I feel like you said the words pod racing game more than any other term on your channel, and that is why people subscribe. That is why people find it. They know it to be true that this is the only thing they want from gaming at this point. No Half-Life 3. We don't need Half-Life 3. We just need pod racing by Criterion with the burnout physics. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Man dream.
The year of dreams, decade of dreams.
So what about Bloodborne 2?
Oh, dude. It's possible. I don't think it's going to happen.
I think that's where you possibly draw the line.
Especially because they're working on Elden Ring right now. I don't think they want to split that audience.
Yep.
I think also we're going to see some anime games. We're going to see I think we're going to see Tales of Arise, I think is the next one.
Yep.
We might the thing is Square may tease a new Final Fantasy. I could see them tease a new Final Fantasy. Not remake.
That's on my list.
But I could definitely see them tease.
New Tekken game.
New Tekken game, I could see.
It's not going to be the top of anybody's list, I don't think, but I think just kind of back to big historical PlayStation franchise.
Getting back onto franchises and fighting games, do we see the next Street Fighter here?
No. We've just, I think, had another update to Street Fighter 5.
Mm-hmm. But we had the last update to Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, but I think they're going to want to flog that horse for a bit longer before they... If you've just released an update, in my mind, you don't announce your next game. You let people buy Street Fighter 5 for that update.
One of my final questions, Sam Woods. Do we see the Harry Potter RPG or the Batman game from WB? Is this a possibility?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Where do we usually see those at E3? Are they usually on the Microsoft stage, or are they usually with Sony, kind of the Batman games?
I feel like they flip-flopped a few years, but I am not sure. You can correct me in the chat. But I feel like they flip-flopped. I feel like it's possible, especially because this year it's WB Montreal doing the Batman game, which is supposedly the Court of Owls. But I honestly, as much as it's been teased more, I would say that the Harry Potter RPG reveal is more. It's more. I feel like it's more apt to happen than the Batman game, because at this point the Batman game's cursed.
Yeah, I hope for Barrett's sake we get the.
I do too.
Batman game.
I do too.
However,
I hope we get both. But
I'm not sure about either personally.
Yeah. So Retro Candy in the chat says, "What the fuck, Harry Potter RPG?" And I'm like, yeah. So last year, I think it was, we had a leak of a Harry Potter RPG, and it seemed pretty real, but it was kind of off-screen footage. So I don't think that it hasn't been official yet, but there's rumblings in there. There's been rumblings in the industry that it's been happening. So there's a possibility. But we are just 2 minutes away from the future. From the future, Sam. Are you feeling it? How? Now, the final thing I'm going to ask is, I'm checking your hype levels. How hype are you for these next gen consoles? How hype are you for the loading times to be shorter? How hype are you overall?
I am damn hype, son. I am so damn hype. I mean, it's going to depend. There's a lot kind of riding on it. I'm typically a Sony guy. Microsoft are winning this kind of generational build up, but that could easily change tonight. So we shall see. I'm super, super hyped though. How about you?
I am super hyped. I'm super nervous as well because I feel like PlayStation is also kind of regressing into the PlayStation 3 PlayStation where they were cocky and they're like we don't need a whole lot. And in the background you see Xbox stirring up the pot and doing things like Game Pass, like xCloud. And I think that they need to really step their game up with things like PlayStation Now and backwards compatibility. And the price point is going to be a big issue for a lot of people. And I don't think that personally for me, because I probably won't get it at launch just because I never really get systems at launch because there's not a variety of games. But if it had backwards compatibility, I would be super tempted. And the other thing is, I suppose that there probably is not going to be a whole lot of consoles available at launch because of shortage.
This is probably going to be the first console that I don't get at launch.
Yeah.
One way or another. I think Xbox or the 360 generation I was 360. Last generation I was PS4, and I took the day off work and it didn't arrive at my house until 7 p.m. A bit of there, and then this gen I'm just not sure. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
We must be seconds away now.
Oh, we must be. It's so close. I'm gonna shut my door and we'll get ready for the future.
Oh man,
are you ready for
it's exciting
future?
times.
It's so, oh man. And that's the thing, is like with the start of any generation, it's always exciting because you have the unpredictability of what you expect. You know, like you said, there could be a new IP.
It's just heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. There's no E3 this year. Obviously, we're getting this. It's just me. It's heartbreaking that there's no big, press conferences and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, like, I've been covering, quote unquote, covering E3 for 3 years now, and the fact that I don't have these set conferences besides like here, it's starting, is kind of a bummer, but it's starting. I'm gonna turn the volume on. We're getting some mature content.
Oh no, it's my stream behind. What's going on?
Oh no. Oh, Sam, we're getting the console. I feel like this is exactly what I was talking about.
My stream is behind. This is heartbreaking.
Oh no.
Technical hitches, people. Technical hitches. I'm gonna miss what the console looks like, aren't I?
Garbage truck on fire. Oh,
yeah,
Sam. Oh, Sam.
Do not do this to me. This is gut-wrenching.
Oh, I don't know what they're doing. There's a bunch of like circles.
I've got a big
and
white
lines.
square.
Oh no, so right now it's just renders of the sacred symbols, it looks like. In like a very like
No, it's bad when the stream seems to be further ahead than what my stream is on my laptop.
Are you on the PlayStation? Go on the PlayStation YouTube channel. That's where I'm at. Oh, they're providing a hype thing.
How we might have ended up. No.
Oh, dude, this is so hype.
Inappropriate. There we go. I'm in. I think I'm up to date.
Okay. Concrete Genie, Little Big Planet, Horizon, God of War. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's fucking
Reliving
go, dude. Oh, dude, this is so hype.
So enough. My game of last gen on the PS4. Persona 5 Royal.
Absolutely. Second favorite game of all time.
It flip-flops in and out of my top 3.
Yeah. Killzone from the Retro Candy.
Why did I move here?
What?
I guess.
No way.
Fuck.
Oh, it's gonna be Red Dead.
Oh wait. Okay. Okay. I was like, fuck. Are they doing GTA 6?
I thought we was trying to get
GTA
out of this
5.
bullshit.
Okay. Is this just?
You sounding more.
It says PlayStation 4 up in the corner. The corner.
Game, that way.
I almost fucking died though when I saw Rockstar.
Can't. This is.
I wonder if this
Spamming
are
free
these the
chat.
ports that they're talking about?
We should talk.
Are these the? Is this backwards compatibility?
We out here gang banging like it's 91.
Is that what they're showing us?
We all love banks.
Don't know, but I'm a bit disappointed that we're starting with GTA 5 if that's all it is.
I know.
Let me handle these bodies.
I don't. But at the same point, if this is how they choose to reveal it,
This cannot be traced back to me.
I don't know.
Champagne,
We'll see how it checks out. I feel like we don't really need a whole hype trailer
Just sort of smash
if this
things.
is backwards compatibility.
A lot of this I'm assuming is GTA Online because I'm
Yeah.
not recognising a lot of it during. And I
Yeah,
didn't
some
play
of
a lot
it,
of
some
GTA
of it
Online.
definitely is. Set it in enhanced. Yep. 2021. Now, is it coming to PlayStation 5? Is it coming to backwards compatibility, or do we have to rebuy it?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah,
PS5
online.
owners will get
At launch.
GTA Online.
Starting today, PS4 owners get GTA 5. 1 million, or who own GTA 5 get $1 million cash every month until the GTA 5 event. Or
That's marketing, my dude.
Yeah,
That's marketing. That's how you get people to buy into
yeah.
it.
I'm glad we got just a regular black controller. Like, I like the black
Yeah.
and white, but I like also just the regular DualShock feel. Oh, dude, that's so fucking hype, dude. Let's go, Doggy Dog.
It was great to
Jim
kick
Ryan.
today off with a look back at just some of the seminal moments of the last 25 years. And what better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game that's graced every PlayStation console, Grand Theft Auto. It's been a privilege partnering with Rockstar Games for many years now.
Oh
And
no,
we're
I,
thrilled
You
to
did
open
in
today
GTA
with the
6.
news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. It's now just over a year since we began sharing technical details of PlayStation 5, but today's the day that we've been looking forward to for years, when we get to show you just some of the games that demonstrate our belief
Okay.
that PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational
gotta-
transition
break my heart.
our
We
we
industry
gotta
has
put the
yet
hype
seen.
down. No.
The content we've
Doesn't
curated for
sound
today's
like
event
it.
showcases how
GTA 6 would
PS5
be
has inspired
insane
developers to
if they
create
announced
new
it here.
experiences that are transformative in how they look, sound, and feel. Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Hell yeah. Let's go,
Let's
Doggy
go.
Dog.
Goosebumps,
Let's
baby.
fucking go, Doggy Dog.
All footage has been captured on PlayStation 5
PlayStation
system.
Studios.
PlayStation Studio. That's a new logo, right?
Are they? I think so.
It's-
I feel like it's a relatively new logo.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up.
Is this?
Infamous.
Is this infamous?
Your dad said that.
Your dad? Your dad?
Spider-Man.
Cole?
It's Spider-Man.
What?
Spider-Man.
What?
Now it's your turn.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Go be a hero, Miles.
Fuck, dude. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck?
Yes.
It's Miles.
Yes, doing it.
They're straight up going with Miles. Holy fuck, dude.
And I'm feeling like Spider-Verse vibes from
Hell
the
yeah.
soundtrack and the Eon and
Oh, dude. Oh my god.
are we getting a date?
Miles Morales. Oh. They straight up called it. They straight up called it Spider-Man Miles Morales, Sam. Oh my fucking god, let's go!
僕らが作っている新しいグランツーリスモの情報をシェアできるということで、すごく
Oh, there you go. There you go. New Gran Turismo.
グランツーリスモはおそらく
So, just quickly, is that a new Spider-Man game?
New Spider-Man game it looks like.
本当に嬉しいんじゃないかなっていう、
How are we getting it so soon?
I
know.
When was the last one? Was the last one 2018 or was it 2017?
2018. So it's only a 2-year turnaround.
Yes. I mean, they've got all the models of New York.
Yeah.
So you don't really need to build all the environments, but damn.
Oh, look at that. Look at that fucking... I'm not a Gran Turismo guy either, but look at that fucking car there, dog.
It looks good. Looks good, baby.
How absolutely bonkers is this conference going to be if they open it up with fucking Spider-Man?
Do it. I have to buy a PS5 at launch.
Yeah, god damn it. Here we are, just like, oh no, I don't think we're gonna buy it at launch. Now, with Spider-Man, do we think there's a possibility of God of War 2 being? The possibilities are endless at this point.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo 7. Okay.
I feel like we see Corey Barlog too much on Twitter.
Now, are we getting PlayStation Home 2?
That's what I thought when I saw this.
Yeah, that's definitely what I thought. I'm gonna look it up. Spider-Man.
That is insane, dude.
Would you figure that if you type in Spider-Man Miles Morales, it just comes up with the characters Miles Morales?
Holy shit. How's Twitter taking to the news?
They're freaking out.
Did they show the console?
They did not show
yet
the new console. Yeah.
Stream's frozen.
Stream's frozen? Wait, this stream?
Let's refresh.
Oh, your stream.
Yeah, it's obviously me.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do I need to do? I mean, I was gonna say, I'm not a driving guy, but do we need to see them driving? I feel like we need to keep this hype going. Here we go, dog. Here we go.
For me, it's kind of. What's this?
3D platformer. This is the new Crash. This is the new Crash for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude! Fuck! Oh my god, dude! Fuck!
It appears that the dimensions are collapsing on one another.
Oh man!
We cannot get to.
Fuck, dude!
The ship. I mean, we can't be that far.
I'm happy for you.
I didn't actually think this was gonna happen. Holy fuck! I mean, this isn't even like this is already my levels when we're at just Ratchet and Clank. Look, it looks so goddamn beautiful. Imagine if they announced a Jak and Daxter shit. I'm gonna throw my fucking headset.
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
Looks.
Oh, and it looks like they're taking off after Into the Nexus, because Into the Nexus was the last like PS3 game, the last game in the timeline.
Okay.
Well, it is certainly not good. Right.
I mean, that looks insane.
And I will say, it doesn't look. It looks just about as good as the remake for PS4, which is a great thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, like I say, not for me personally, but I'm happy for everybody out there.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Because
Dude,
a lot of people were calling for.
We're gonna get such a hype conference. Everything we said in the pre-show is going to happen, including, but not limited to, the Knack Mario reveal.
We are too late.
So how do you feel about Kingdom Hearts now? Is it becoming more of a reality?
It's possible. Rift Apart. Oh my god, dude. I still don't think Kingdom Hearts is possible. Is Kingdom Hearts possible? I will fucking throw my headset.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, creative director at Insomniac Games.
I will be
The entire
Tim.
studio is
I will
so
be
excited
Tim
to be able to
Geddes
share
when
with you a
CTR was
first-ever look
announced.
at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, a brand new, full-length, interdimensional
So
adventure
Ratchet
built
and
from the
Clank
ground up
usually
for the
go
PlayStation
for
5.
the
We're doing things we've
kind
never
of
been able to do before, like use
subtitles,
dimensional
don't
rifts to be
they?
able to
Yes.
leap from planet to planet nearly instantly,
So
or
there
put
was
ray
Into
trace
the
reflections
Nexus.
on Clank. All of our alien worlds are filled with density and life previously unseen.
Hold on, I'm gonna listen to this.
Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal is more exciting than ever thanks to the DualSense controller's enhanced feedback. Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our hearts at Insomniac, and we can't wait to share
And
more with you in the
Insomniac
future.
is
But for
developing
now,
it.
here's another look.
That's fucking insane. I'm sorry. What did you say? Ratchet and Clank. Oh yeah, they have the.
Typically,
I'm still like just riveting this fucking game. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank usually have a pretty dirty ish. Like there is Ratchet and Clank, then there's Ratchet and Clank up or Going Commando, then there's Up Your Arsenal. Then there's Deadlocked, which I don't think is necessarily a dirty thing. And then there's A Crack in Time. Oh, what's the one in between A Crack in Time and Up Your Arsenal and Deadlocked? I can't remember. But then there's Into the Nexus, and of course the Ratchet and Clank PS4 remake. Rift Apart, though, I don't think that's. I think they've kind of moved away, yeah, from the. Dude.
I will never get used to that. Hey, break reality.
This is fucking insane, dude. How's chat? What did I miss that you guys hype about? Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank, for sure.
I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
There's no way we're getting the Jack and Daxter. I don't think so as well. But at this point, man, anything's possible.
For me, that Spider-Man has just blown the whole thing wide open.
For sure, dude.
I loved the original Spider-Man.
My very first platinum.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably my third or fourth platinum.
So fucking good.
Honestly, I'm English. I love New York.
Right.
Really cool to kind of see places that I've been to in New York in a video game, and it was made with such like care and precision, accuracy. It was awesome. So I'm so excited, and the fact that they're using Miles Morales is spot on.
And not only the fact that they're using Miles Morales, it looks like he's the main character, and they titled the game Spider-Man Miles Morales, not Spider-Man 2. It's Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's so fucking dope, dude.
I feel like all of these little... Yes. Dude.
And
these little blue screens lead into something.
Fuck, dude. Fuck.
Fantasy.
Oh my god.
It's Final Fantasy.
Oh my god, dude. Don't fucking do this to me.
It's Final Fantasy.
There's no fucking way. Oh, no. I don't think it's Final Fantasy. Those aren't Final Fantasy shoes, but... I guess also Final Fantasy 15. I was like, fuck, Square Enix, but I also forget they publish, like, Tomb Raider, Hitman, all of those as well.
What's this?
No. There's no fucking way. That doesn't look like a Final Fantasy game, but that does look fucking dope, though.
Yeah.
Project
Athia.
Athia? Looks pretty good at dope.
Dragons, baby. Dragons.
Just to put it, designed for exclusively for the PlayStation 5. We'll see. To be honest retro candy. I don't think. I'm not saying that Jack and Dexter remake is coming from Naughty Dog. I'm saying like an outside source, like a Toys for Bob or Vicarious Visions, possibly. Oh, Annapurna.
You know it's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm. We're kind of like the low-key like A24. Trash. Retro candy. Retro candy. Not this slander.
You doing little beans? I'm intrigued.
If this is a cyberpunk game where you get to play as a cat, totally down. Totally down.
And the cat seems to be the main focus.
Yeah?
Is it a delivery cat? Is it like Death Stranding where you play as a cat?
By the way, David D. What up, David? So you're ready for my Star Wars prediction, right? You're ready for my Star Wars game.
We playing as a cat. We're playing as a cat. Aren't we?
I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
We're playing as a cat. Girlfriend's in. That's a game for her.
2021. It takes longer to make a cyberpunk game about a cat than Spider-Man. No, I'm kidding.
You seen the cat physics?
Yeah, I mean, fair. You gotta have the murder pause physics engine. Alright, is this might be 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray.
Some kind of high level specs now, I can imagine.
High speed solid state drive. Ray tracing is gonna be dope. If we can get that shit in our consoles, it's gonna be a game changer. I'm coming around on the controller haptic feedback.
I have a white PlayStation Pro now.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they released it in white at launch,
I feel like this is the most radical design we've had since radical change in design that we've had since the PlayStation analog controllers. 3D.
Getting that audio in your headphones.
I mean, Dave, there is a John Wick game. It's called John Wick Hex.
Making games used to be about these constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations. With PS5,
me too.
We're not
not played it
like that. We're going to be able to
realize
the
artistic vision
a lot better.
You're going to go back to Gorilla, his old studio,
and it's a machine
that's about
really
Horizon. Or do we end on
PS5 presents a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us
especially
tell
with
stories,
his first
make worlds,
real appearance,
great gameplay that I think will truly captivate the player and really surprise quite a few people. Please take a look at this new franchise for Worldwide Studios, coming exclusively for PlayStation 5.
New franchise. Here we go.
I feel like it's Horizon. It's got to be, right?
New Sony IP. No, he said it's a new IP.
Oh. I missed
franchise,
that.
I believe he said.
Oh, Housemarque.
Going to space.
We're getting a new, well, it doesn't look like an arcade style game.
On this alien planet.
Man's Mass Effect.
The attack. My death. The crash. The attack. My death.
See, and Housemarque said they were moving away from arcade games, so this might be their first real venture into like a full, not AAA game, but.
Are we reliving this time over and over? Is that what it looks like to you?
This looks like a Groundhog Day situation.
Different. As if changing. This world is becoming part of me, infecting my mind, my memories.
Okay. If that's the gameplay when it was like an isometric, I could see that with Housemarque.
Lose hope.
But also, why would they render these? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
My only choice is to keep.
Oh, we're talking.
To keep looking for answers. My only hope is to break the cycle.
Break the cycle.
For the cycle.
So there's obviously some kind of
definitely some Edge of Tomorrow
some kind
vibes.
Yeah.
Returnal.
Not sure about the name.
Doom Returnal. No.
Yeah, not sold on the name, but looks interesting. Housemarque or a studio I trust, so
yeah.
See what happens.
I like this just one after another after another after another. Sumo Digital. What did Sumo Digital do? Is that Connectimals? We stole Connectimals.
Digital.
Tony the
Tiger.
Tiger.
For a job with those.
Our first Frosted Flakes video game.
And they're
Wait, Little Big
digital
Planet. They're Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet was
well, Little Big Planet was originally
Media Molecule.
Yeah, Media Molecule, but then Sumo Digital took over after 3. Or at 3.
Okay.
Oh. I'm alright with
That's
this.
Not a name that I've heard ambushed about too much. Little Big Planet.
I'm alright with this 3-platformer Little Big Planet game.
In a world with dreams, do we need another Little Big Planet?
This is also true. I mean, I'll take all the 3D platformers I can get. I'm just gonna say that as well.
They lean more because I've not.
Because this definitely looks less of the creative side of things, like you're like creating, and more of just a 3D platformer
Straight
in general.
platform.
Yeah.
With question. It looks fine.
Yeah. I've never really gelled a whole lot with the Little Big Planet aesthetic.
Yeah, me either.
But I'd be down to play this game for sure.
Unless it's cheap. It's
Sackboy, a big adventure.
sure they're big out there.
I see them like they're also doubling down on some of their IPs, like that are necessarily dormant. So maybe we'll get.
I'm just loving this logo popping up.
Oh, we're getting a new. Is this Wipeout?
Yeah.
That'd be dope. A new Wipeout game, because Nintendo won't give us a F-Zero game. Yeah.
Is it? I'm not sure if it is.
Wait, I don't. Oh, I guess not. This does look pretty
like
cool.
Destruction Derby, but in the future.
Did they bring back that game? Destruction Derby was I think it was a PlayStation 1 game.
It was a PlayStation 1 game.
Interesting.
We getting a new Destruction Derby. I'm fucking down for that.
Yeah.
Royale? We in a car battle royale situation? Is that what's going on here?
Kind of, it looks like. I'd have to see like not that we're not seeing actual gameplay, but in the works, I'd have to see it go.
First 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
think if you can customize your car to shit,
yeah,
Destruction All Stars.
Destruction All Stars. Oh my
Quite
god.
PlayStation.
What about PlayStation All Stars? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're fucking up.
If you can add guns and unlock different blades and shit for your car, then I'm interested.
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Greer, and this is my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a small team with a background in film and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
What's that last one called?
Ember. Destruction All Stars, I think it was. Those things are adorable, and I hate them.
I know you are coming. You sense the power that flows.
I like the style of this.
Yet you do not fully understand it.
But also, this is definitely a cinematic. Oh, maybe not.
Driven by the belief that you can help these troubled
They're so cute.
spirits.
Oh my god. They're just like, the thing is to me, Retro Candy, they're just like generically cute.
Hide your weakness from me.
Like, I agree they're cute. I don't feel that they're cool. You know what I mean?
You have no power here, Kenna.
She looks like somebody from an early Xbox game.
I know what yours. I was just thinking the same thing. Cameo. She kind of has Cameo vibes. Well, this is kind of like. It seems like it's kind of like Pikmin, maybe.
That would be. I'd be interested if it is because I love Pikmin, but.
I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want them to follow me around. I'm just saying they're not the cutest thing in the bunch. You know.
Yeah.
They're still cute. And if I had the chance between that and nothing, I would definitely pick them. Kenna, Bridge of Spirits.
Spirits.
I think like the factor is just like they have the big eyes. Like that is the cuteness, and they're furry. Yeah. Ooh.
Big.
You ever feel like you're just waiting for a sign?
Dude, I'm vibing with this already.
To do that thing you
feeling this art style.
I'm feeling it. And then it's gonna be a visual
Sometimes
novel.
I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing great things.
Definitely visual novel vibes.
Yeah.
But something's holding me back. Maybe it's just nerves.
They're a
Maybe
bit
it's the
fucking
fear
weird.
They're just
I'll
like
never be as
they're
good as what I
animals, just
imagine.
like a bit
When I'm still just standing
weirder.
on the edge.
They're like a lot of
But if we've got nothing
like
else
Sonic
to lose,
OCs.
might as well jump.
Yeah.
Retro Castle Crashers is a Microsoft IP. I believe. No, they're not a Microsoft IP. Maybe they're not.
They're not. They are not. They are on the Switch now.
That's right. Well, I know. I'm down for it. I don't even know what the gameplay is, but I'm down for it.
See.
Yeah. I know that Behemoth's working on an Alien Hominid remake. So I don't think that we're gonna get a Castle Crashers.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, and
Yo!
I'm here to share with you a game that I've been dying to make.
It's
an emotionally engaging story.
I wonder if
rescuing
this is
is
the new
rewarding.
Oddworld.
Failure is devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last you a lifetime. Take a look.
Because
Abe's Odyssey.
there's Abe's. He did announce a new Oddworld like a year ago. I forget what it's called.
You're no longer a slave, Abe.
It's like Abe's Adventure or something like that.
They believe
This game used to fuck me up as a kid.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
You may have escaped the murderous blades.
Well, it's also like
of your entire people.
Quote unquote, like they're cute-ish, but also very creepy. Like it's got like not cute, but in terms of like they look like they're. It looks like a less of like a realistic game, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and more of like a I don't know, like a I don't know what I'm trying to say actually.
Almost pity them.
Yeah.
I remember lots of burping in the original.
Yeah.
Games of it. That's kind of my sole memory of that game.
See, I never really I knew about Unreal, but it was when I was a kid, but it was more because of Stranger's Wrath.
Okay.
You must find your full voice.
Yeah, that is exactly it. Evil Amy took the words right out of my mouth. It is for edgy people who say "aw." It's for edgy people to say "aw."
Yeah. Next, come on, we need a big hit.
Oh my god, we're actually gonna get Ghost Warrior Tokyo.
今までに見たことのない東京の魅力を見て、聞いて、感じることができます。これからお見せするのはゴーストワイヤー東京の世界初のゲームプレイ動画です。
The world's first Ghostwire Tokyo gameplay.
I'm down. Let's fucking go,
驚異と美しさを感じ取っていただけ
Hajime
ると思い
Kami,
ます。
man. Good or great or master.
Top tier.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this, boys.
You see things others can't. Hear threats others don't. Fight when others won't. It's up to you to save Tokyo.
I'm not digging the fact that it's first person. I'm not digging it.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
BioShock 5s.
Yeah, for sure. Beat the shit out of Slender Man.
I mean, I'm intrigued.
Right. I'm less intrigued than I was going into it, I will say.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also have faith in Shinji Mikami. 2021.
I'm slightly disappointed in that.
Yeah.
It didn't do as much for me as I hoped it would. I'm still down. I'm still... Sony say a rough run time for it or not?
I don't think they did have a rough run time. Like, I don't think a whole lot of it right now, but I'm also very intrigued.
looks planned thus far, at least. The post-apocalyptic.
Huh. This seems like something like a Journey type game, for sure.
Yeah.
Like just an experience.
We're going back to Earth. That would be fucking cool. So, premise: humans abandoned Earth 1,000 years ago, and they then go on a mission to return back to what Earth is after humans have abandoned it for X amount of years. I'm taking that one to the bank. That's my idea.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
I'm not sure on that. I did. What was it called? Jet.
Jet.
Far
it was. Yeah. Gearbox Publishing.
It's
Godfall. Yep, that's right. This is gonna be one of those launch games that is like, oh, like everyone likes it on launch, but never remember it.
As more and more games come out, it slowly gets forgotten.
I mean, like, and that's the thing is like, it's not because the game doesn't look cool, because it does look pretty cool.
It's just probably quite generic in terms of the setting.
Retro Candy, I don't think, honestly, if I'm honest, I don't think we're getting any Star Wars stuff because EA Play is happening later this month.
Again, there's a lot of okay stuff in this.
Yeah.
I'm finding.
Yeah.
Started with GTA 5, fine, and went on that major high with Spider-Man. And
I mean,
ever since then,
the creators of
it's been some good stuff.
Though. I think it's Retro Candy. I think it's next week. That EA Play is. I think it's the 18th, I believe. I know things keep changing, so I don't know exactly. Could this be Hyper Light Drifter 2?
I don't have a lot of context for the first one.
I honestly don't either, but the cape is pretty similar.
Style. I'm into these weird artsy style.
I am too.
Kind of games.
Also Annapurna, you know.
Yeah.
Solar Ash. I agree, Retro Candy. I just also think that, they, I honestly, like, what they should do with the Star Wars license is they should treat it like Marvel, where you have different all different developers doing different things for different people. And is this a new Hitman game? I'm gonna fucking flip.
It's a new Hitman game.
Oh, that'd be fucking dope.
It was always going to end like this. All your hard work, all your sacrifice, only sped up the process.
Dude, the Hitman reboots are so fucking good.
I've slept on those.
You find yourself alone.
Hitman 2 is on sale for like $11.99. Well, I guess also overseas probably not. I thought about it, but maybe if it is, I would buy it. Like Hitman 2 is great. Yeah. Hitman 3, let's fucking go, doggy dog. Let's fucking go. January 2021. All right. Yeah.
We're gonna get a stack, Jen.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, Hitman.
Hakanabrak here from Ion Trap.
Hitman 2.
In Hitman 3,
definitely
Agent
buy
47
it. It's
is
a
back
great game.
for his most
Hitman 1
intimate
as well.
and professional
The Hitman
contract in his
reboot.
entire career.
You know what I would
is
like?
Also the dramatic conclusion
Monster Hunter
for
World
the
2.
Wall of Assassination trilogy.
I guess it's possible.
Did you
I'm
play
so proud to be here
Yeah.
to present
Oh
a
yeah, I
little
played the fuck
glimpse
out of it.
the gameplay where
Not
Agent
as much
47
as
is
a
on
lot
top
of
the
people
world
have, like continued
in
playing,
Dubai.
but I played
Enjoy.
a decent amount.
The last expansion came this year.
I think it's
I don't
possible.
know whether they would. I would be down for another Monster Hunter World.
What's funny is honestly, I don't think they've changed the engine whatsoever, and I'm still down for this game. The gameplay loop is just so fucking satisfying, and you can do it so many different ways.
Got to play Hitman 2 at a preview event.
Yeah.
No, dog it then.
Yeah. It's
Got to do
I would
level.
give it a chance for sure, at the very least. Is this the start screen? We're getting the start screen. We're getting the menu. Are we getting the menu, guys? Ooh, we're getting the fucking menu, guys.
Knew it. So what they've done?
They're doing little snippets. Wait.
Startup.
Oh, we're getting Astrobot. Oh, dude, hell yeah.
VR.
We're getting another Astrobot.
Don't own a PSVR, but
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good.
It's
Astrobot,
it's really good. The way they use the VR. Oh my god, was that like the PlayStation 2? Like they had like the little PlayStation 2 skyscrapers or whatever. That looks like it's, I mean, especially because they haven't announced a VR. That looks like they're definitely going to have it just be a 3D platformer, which I'm down for. Dreams. This has got to be Dreams, right? No, maybe not. Yeah,
Yes.
DL stream. So it's not Dreams.
Stranded.
Yeah, right. Kojima? I hope Astro's Playroom, the Astrobot thing that they announced, isn't just like the Playroom VR or whatnot. I hope it's like an actual.
Screams.
Yeah, I hope it's like an actual 3D platformer.
I'm interested with this.
I am kind of yeah.
Schmeat. Go in there.
He almost saw his ding dong. He almost saw his doink doink. Little devil inside.
I mean, we've had a hell of a lot of games so far.
Hell yeah. And it just keeps going, doggy dog. That one didn't have a release date though, so.
What's up, everyone? I'm Zion.
As long as I've written them down.
Pelicans.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That was the
first ever
18th game.
teaser for NBA 2K21. Y'all are not ready for this.
Y'all are not ready for this. Another sports game? I feel like we are though.
Yeah. NBA, being British,
right,
doesn't do a lot for me.
Just being a man that's not a sports fan necessarily in the US doesn't do a whole lot for me. But, well, you know, to each his or her own.
Yeah, I'm interested in sports as a whole. I like football, soccer, cricket. Would be English if I didn't like cricket, but basketball's a no for me.
Look at those, the physics on the net.
Physics. I think this is leading to the console. I think we're gonna get.
I think so. It seems like what they're doing is like in between. They're like unveiling some things.
Tomba 2 or 3 or whatever it is.
What is it?
Did you ever play Tomba or Tomba?
Oh, Tomba.
With little.
Yeah.
What have we got here?
What is this?
Amazing, aren't they? Half bug, half snack. A very recently discovered species, entirely unique to this island. Oh, this one's lively. Beautiful.
This reminds me, I don't know if you ever saw the Ted Bear sketches from Cyanide and Happiness.
Welcome to the
like, hi, I'm Ted Bear, and he just had a bunch of like you get a bunch of like there's like the pineapple fish. Well, you're probably saying, Ted, there's no such thing as a pineapple fish. Well, actually, it's a crustacean.
I've never seen.
Oh, I'll have to send it to you for sure. I love that video so much.
And it's like some kind of weird.
You know what?
Fruit.
I'm okay. I'm okay with this. If I have nothing else to play, this is probably something I'll play.
I played the shit out of Viva Pinata.
Yeah, that's true.
Come join
that's
me
true if it's like
on
Viva
the
Pinata.
island of
A curly fry on his hand.
I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire. Oh,
again?
All right, maybe I am gonna play that. Bug snacks. I like the little like bug snacks.
Fucking trippy as all hell, but.
Yo, is the dark when the creepy crawlies come out? Oh, doggy dog.
Oh.
It's holiday 2020.
Ooh.
There's.
It's some.
I'll take
these shapes.
I would say those are the sacred symbols. Yeah.
Why do you do this to me, Sony?
There's teasing.
Hi everyone, thank you for being with us today for this very special event. But before we get to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
What are we getting? Near and dear. Wait, near and dear to him. Is it God of War? Because it's not. That wasn't near and dear to him. Now it is.
Nier Automata.
Near and dear to him. Oh.
Oh, it's.
What is near and dear to Shuhei? Is it? It's got to be Horizon.
Okay. It looks fucking stunning.
Yeah. No. Oh. They're moving like some FromSoft people. Oh, yeah, dude, this is Demon Souls. This is fucking Demon Souls. This is the Blue Point Demon Souls remake. I was gonna say, I'm like, those people. Yeah, that's what this is. So those, what tipped me off is those the way those things were moving. That's definitely a Souls signature. Like just where the way they move, the way things move. This looks fucking phenomenal. Hell yes, dude. Shit looks tight. Yeah, it's funny what tipped me off, because as soon as
next-gen first-person shooter
I saw like the way they were
assassins locked in the time loop.
That's what tipped me
unique
off.
Vision. What Arcane
This
is all
is
about.
Deathloop?
Freeform immersive gameplay, a surreal player-driven story smashed together. Want to see some stylish action? Check this out.
I want to see some Deathloop.
Oh yeah. So we getting one more thing.
Yeah.
That's got to be Horizon.
It's got to be Horizon. It's gonna be Horizon for sure.
My predecessor has been pronounced guilty of treason. He is to be shot on sight henceforth in perpetuity. Your assistance is appreciated and mandatory. The real party doesn't start until he's dead.
She is not making this easy.
I'm down with this aesthetic.
Yeah, me too. A game that looks just.
They definitely.
Looks really, really nice.
They're like, you know what didn't work? Dishonored. You know what's gonna work? Not that Dishonored did work, but.
Dishonored.
From my understanding, it didn't sell.
Yeah, critically, it done really well.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's fucking dope.
Good morning, Black Reef. Another day, another day.
Ending strong.
For sure.
For everyone else on this island, this place is paradise. A never-ending party where hunting me is the main attraction. And no matter how I try to
very
escape,
strong though.
they always
I will say.
cut me down.
It started very strong. Lots of meh in the middle.
Muddled in the middle, but it came back. That's kind of what you want in a conference. I mean, not necessarily you want. If you have absolute bangers, you're gonna just absolutely show off those bangers one after another. But they're also showing off a new console, so just games that they're also looking at release dates.
They all gotta die before midnight.
And if you just see 2021,
one little snag.
Although I don't think we've seen 2022
You thought it was going to be
in a release date.
I don't think the intention was ever to show 2022.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. But
she may kill me.
I don't think. Well, I guess we did get that one in a Purna game, the little devil inside. That one didn't have a release date, but for the most part, all these games have had a release dates.
either holiday 2020 or most part early 2021.
And that's what's important with the launch. I'm fucking down for this game though.
Me too, man. That's how you get people in.
Yeah.
That's how you get people buying your console. Look at the shit we have coming out within the first 6 months. Want to play it? Yeah, buy our shit. And that looks fucking cool.
Yeah, I love the style of this.
I don't like watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
Ooh, is it multiplayer? Looks like some multiplayer.
Interesting.
You know, I've never really been triggered by ASMR, but I feel like the way those shapes are going up and down.
Yeah.
His story comes to a close. Whose story comes to a close?
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father.
Is it funny that I heard long ago, and I was like, are we getting an Avatar game?
But the forest was in dark, cold silence.
I can't hear it though.
Very quiet.
Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and
Mother's
say
word
this
cries
might be
out
Resident
fast
Evil
as the
8.
girl ran on, over vine, under branch.
Ooh.
And
Your story is coming to a close.
But whose story is coming to a close?
That creepy story.
It's just a local tale.
You're really into that stuff?
Quit being so paranoid.
No! Friendly! Friendly! Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on?
Yeah, this is definitely some RE engine shit.
They're coming. Who is?
Yeah, these are the werewolves. These are the werewolves that they were talking about. Well, whose story's coming to a close? This is definitely Resident Evil 8.
I think you called it pretty early.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I did. Yeah, just because of the, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to if it weren't for the rumors. The rumors of it being werewolves and the look of the RE engine in general.
Yeah, that was the Umbrella logo, wasn't it?
I missed it.
I'm pretty sure the Umbrella logo was just on that table.
Resident Evil Village.
8.
Yep.
Same.
Chris?
Sorry, Ethan.
Oh, Ethan's.
Why?
Oh, fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, they are ended with some bangers.
I mean, we've had Demon Souls, Deathloop, and Z8 is the last 3 games. They are not playing at this end.
No, they are not. They're fucking giving us some shit. Death Stranding 2.
It's this. But
I have literally no idea.
That is Times Square. That an advert for Bang Bros that I saw? Oh, Big Bang earbuds.
I was gonna say, like, wait, what? It's the Bang Bros game? They got an ad for Bang Bros. That's funny. What is this?
XP.
That I will say that only slightly looks like the Kojima Productions logo guy. Only slightly. Like I could see this being maybe a Kojima game. This might also be a new IP.
This is Kojima as fuck, though.
Yeah.
I would have said that's enough that you can build between Stranding and now, but I feel like there's a lot here.
Pragmata.
What is that?
I feel like I can get down with this game.
Freedom.
I'm in.
Our freedom.
But who is it? Who's doing it? Oh, we got our first 2022 game.
Capcom.
Capcom's doing it? Is that what that said?
Underneath the 2022.
Oh. Well, then I'm definitely down then.
If you've got the stream, just have a look on there with the
dude. Forget the PlayStation logo. At the in between. I'm saying this is Horizon.
That was my initial thought. Yeah, look at the buildings.
Yeah.
Right.
Perished.
Yeah, that's Ashley Birch.
They're great cities.
That's Ashley Birch's voice. So yeah, this is definitely Horizon.
In their place.
Horizon Atlantis.
Came new life.
And
new dangers.
I mean, this was probably the most predicted game.
I must find a way to stop it.
Don't think anybody's surprised.
It's cool to see how much life is regrown.
Yeah. It's a crab monster. Turtle.
Until it destroys us all. There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world. No depth I won't explore.
So underwater, confirmed. San Francisco.
No secret I won't unlock.
And my issue with Horizon 1 is that it was too big.
No barrier I won't cross.
Like, for me, bigger doesn't necessarily mean better. For me, a slightly smaller map
is mine alone.
with just as much to do.
If I falter,
I will say,
if I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop what's coming.
I personally didn't find the combat with the robotic animals, I forget what they're called, but I didn't find that combat so satisfying. As satisfying as like just like taking care of bases and stuff. Forbidden West. So no, it's not. We dropped the Horizon Zero Dawn. It's just Horizon as a franchise.
But whatever comes.
So I hope the gameplay of trying to take down
I will be ready.
These beasts comes a lot better.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. As
On behalf
expected.
of the entire team at Guerrilla,
Looks
we're
good.
happy to share the first look at Horizon Forbidden West.
We're continuing Elga's story as she moves west to a far future
I
America.
think that was the
It's
bigger
beautiful,
question,
but
not
dangerous
are we going to
frontier,
see Horizon,
with
but
mysterious new threats.
Get ready to explore distant lands ravaged by massive storms.
And take
It's
on
always
new,
the
powerful machines
Horizon
as you return
1
to
Dawn
the
or
majestic
2
world
Dawn.
of Horizon.
Stay tuned for much more. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
They didn't say launch though.
No.
I don't think they had any release date.
I think there's a lot to look forward to for the community. I think fans are going to be really pleased.
That's it.
As a game designer and storyteller,
so.
this is incredibly
Now,
exciting. We're talking a whole
now
new generation of
the
ideas
question
and
is,
experiences
are
that
they
we can
delving
create for the
into
player.
No matter
the
where
actual
they are,
console?
no matter who they are.
Is this how? That's like when they separate the gameplay from the
more
console.
iconic, interesting characters, more atmospheric, immersive worlds for players to explore.
We want to wow players.
Expect the unexpected.
And I, for one, can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait to share them with you. It's
There's a
so
lot
exciting.
of
Incredibly
studios.
It's really about
Here we go. This is the UI.
I feel like all
PlayStation 5.
I feel like this is like what you can say about any console. It's revolutionary. It's amazing. The things that you can do, the graphics. Oh my god. It's just a bunch of balls. The PlayStation is just a bunch of balls.
The box of balls.
This is the PlayStation 5 right here. Like you have to find a place to put it in a room. It's gigantic. Oh, here we go. It's forming. I think it's forming.
We getting that weird V-shaped box.
Those look like
Makes
thumbsticks. Yeah, those are the logos. They're still fucking teasing us, dude. Look at Sony over here, still fucking teasing us. Shit.
I got a feeling it's not going to be a conventional shape.
I agree.
Yeah.
Come on, Sony. Just
Got their balls all over the box.
Yeah. I tell you what, they're fucking breaking my balls at this point. Just give me the fucking console.
Don't.
Yeah, there it is. There's that V.
V.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is a banger right here. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
It's interesting.
Futuristic as shit.
Yeah.
It needs to be able to lay on the side to fit. That's my biggest issue here.
Yeah, that is the question.
That's a stand holding it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's too curved to lay it down.
Or is it? I mean, it does look like it's too curved.
You're not fucking about. I mean, it's definitely kind of futuristic, if that's
retro candy. Quit being like, oh my god, my PC Master Race, I can't wait to get my multiplayer games.
Right, why have we got two sides?
But now there's two. Oh, digital edition. They fucking went there. DualSense, of course. HD camera.
Yep.
Wii remote. Just the random Wii remote we found.
I love my Platinum headset.
Yeah, I've heard great things about the Platinum headset.
We hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today. You've seen our most striking console design yet, and you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's features and power. At PlayStation, we believe in generational transitions, and we put years of work into making them happen. We want you to enjoy the unique
some of those games are
benefits
third-party,
of moving from one generation to the next. Thank you for joining us. We're launching later this year, and we have tons more to share.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Like
PlayStation
the price.
5.
Like the price.
Not getting a one more thing.
No, this is it, I think.
Now getting the final montage.
That's going to make it a lot cheaper.
The digital.
Yeah, it's going to be a decent amount cheaper.
Comes.
But we'll have to see as well. Like there's also, like I said in the pre-show, there's also going to be the models which have the 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte hard drive. And there's going to be, of course, now the digital edition does lead me to believe that there's also.
I think.
But the problem is that they're packing in all, like, it looks like they're packing in the camera and the headset and the media remote, which is that why do that? Like, that's gonna make, if it's an already expensive console, why make it more expensive? You know?
It won't be packing.
They did not say the price.
It will. I don't think you're gonna pack it all in, but
yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
That headset's going to be 120, 130 pounds on it.
But they made it seem like it was going to be a package. Like, not saying that it is, but they definitely made it seem.
I think they're just going for the whole, this is Sony, this is what you can get. They would be crazy to package it all in.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an edition where they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's definitely going to be a bundle with all of it. But like as far as like the HD camera, you don't really need, unless you're necessarily like doing a PlayStation VR 2. Because I
just think
where you're streaming, of course. Yeah. So that was.
There we go.
2020 Future of Gaming PlayStation 5 reveal. But yeah, what did you think, Sam?
Oh, I thought it was good.
Yes.
I thought there were some incredible moments in there. As a whole, I think it slowed down too much in the middle. But overall, I'm impressed. I'm damn excited for this next generation.
I agree. I think like starting out with Spider-Man and ending with Horizon, I feel like more of the end. I don't know if it's just because like I know a lot of the games that they talked about at the end, but I feel like a lot of the games at the end brought it for sure, but they were predictable. Like not necessarily predictable in the way that like they were rumored, but like this is Resident Evil. This is like you hear Ashley Birch. This is Horizon. You know, like I feel like that's kind of for at least as far as hype levels go. I feel like that's kind of what I took away from it in terms of actually like in terms of like you said just hype levels. That kind of killed it a little bit for me because I was like, oh sweet, like I'm excited, I'm elated, like that the fact that Resident Evil 7 is revealed now, and Horizon Zero Dawn and the gameplay of Deathloop and all this stuff, but also I was like, I could see it, like I didn't have the oh shit, like closer to the end. But yeah, let's talk about the start of the show, which was fucking Spider-Man in 2021. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Oh, it was 2020. That's right. That's right, dude. Oh, that's right, fucking doggy dog. How are we blessed? Do you think they're gonna hit that date though?
Yes, I do.
And
I genuinely do.
My other question is, do you think holiday 2020, do you think that's launch? Do you think that Spider-Man PS4 is at launch?
I think we need to figure out when launch is, first of all.
Yeah.
I think launch is probably going to be mid-November. You don't want to be bringing out games much later than mid-November, early December. So I would say it's going to be launch, if not incredibly close to it.
Well, they didn't really, and the other thing is they didn't really say what was this explicitly going to be there at launch. You know, like I think that GTA 5. That's the thing is they didn't really say GTA 5 was. Did they say that there was going to be at launch? Like GTA 5, like in terms of backwards compatibility? I guess like it kind of touched on that, but I forgot.
I think they said GTA 5 was 2021.
2021. That's right. That's right. And they didn't say if it was some sort of smart delivery or anything. That's right.
Nothing on smart delivery, backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Nothing on it, sort of thing.
But the other thing is, they did have like the PlayStation 4 logos on like GTA 5, which leads me to believe it's a backwards compatible title. But also, we'll see. Yeah, Spider-Man. Honestly, I think Spider-Man's going to be a launch game. It feels like. The other thing I was surprised that we didn't see is the fact that most of these games didn't have a PlayStation 4 logo next to it as well. So it looks like they are kind of abandoning the PlayStation 4 after, like Ghosts comes out. In terms of the play, unless it could have also been that the fact that it was a PlayStation 5 event and they just wanted to focus like this is PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, focus was definitely on PlayStation 5. They said beforehand this is a PlayStation 5 future of gaming. So I think it would muddy the message if they did start saying, oh, it's also available for PS4. Don't worry about buying a PS5 now because you can play it on your PS4. They've got to be careful about messaging. It wouldn't surprise me if some of these games further down the line are announced as PS4 and PS5. Just for messaging purposes right now, I think it's the right thing not to announce this is for PS4 as well.
I agree. I'm looking up right now to see Spider-Man Miles Morales PS4. I'm gonna look up and see.
That's one I don't think will be PS4. I think Miles Morales
I agree.
Is PS5.
Let's see. So
I'm fucking hyped for that one. So
I am so fucking hyped. That's the thing is like, if that game is only on PlayStation 5, it's done. Like that. That's it. Yep. Okay. So officially, it says will launch on PlayStation 5 holiday 2020. It doesn't say that it's going to be at launch. Well, we know that there's no messaging that it's going to be on PlayStation 4, so that's a big thing for PlayStation 5. But also it kind of sucks for PlayStation 4 owners where you're just like, you're not transitioning. It's just like, here is the console, which I get it. Like, I get it from a business perspective. And then of course we got Ratchet and Clank, which I'm super fucking hyped about. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I think that's what it was.
I'm happy for all you Ratchet and Clank fans out there. It doesn't do a lot for me, but I'm happy for y'all.
Yeah, I think that it's super cool that we were able to see that property get the love that it deserves, and the fact that the really cool thing. Did you see if they got a release date for that? If it was 2020 or 2021? Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I should have. Honestly, I should have written it down, but
I typed in Ratchet in the hope of
Google
being smart enough to tell me what I wanted to see. It did not.
Ratchet straps. It doesn't look like it got.
I can't find a date for it, so
yeah. So it's really interesting that they're able to release Spider-Man and then have this much on Ratchet already. which means that the power of them being Insomniac being bought out by PlayStation has given them the ability to make things such as this happen. And then of course, just the big. Is there any big ones that really stood out to you in terms of?
So I like the look of Project Athia. That looked really interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Little Devil Inside was cool.
I agree. I think Little Devil Inside was
kind of, as we've alluded to, the ending was really strong, going from Demon Souls to Deathloop, Resident Evil 8, Pragmata, and then Horizon and the console. Kind of that ending is just fucking hype. They nailed that. In between, Godfall and Ghostwire Tokyo let me down a little bit.
I agree. Ghostwire was a little bit subpar looking, in my opinion, in terms of what we usually get from Shinji Mikami. But also, I haven't got my hands on the game, so
I'm not writing it off yet. That's for sure.
Exactly. I think Resident Evil 8 looks amazing and a very interesting turn for the series. Like the werewolves thing, the castle, like it looks like much more of the reboot, but they also kept it more akin to what happened in Resident Evil 7 and kind of built off of that, it looks like. But where his story closes, like that's the word where whose story closes. That's the thing that I'm really
interested with how I enjoy Resident Evil. I'm not a Resident Evil purist. Like, I'm not the world's biggest fan. I'm interested to see reactions of Resident Evil fans, kind of how they react to these changes, the werewolves and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that honestly, the werewolves really. I think we don't really see a zombie in there. Like, it was just the werewolves. I think we're making the separate turn for Resident Evil and the Resident Evil, new games, and then the Resident Evil games that are the remakes. Which gives me a lot better perspective for Resident Evil 4 remake whenever that's going to come out. I think also Goodbye Volcano High looked pretty cool.
Kind of went up and down on that very quickly.
I
start with it look great.
That's the thing, is I think that the gameplay will tell a lot of tales, like in no pun intended. But I think that there were some interesting indies, is basically what I'm gonna say overall.
I agree. Bug Stacks happy as anything.
I'm into Bug Stacks, especially because it's Octodad, which I enjoyed, but I didn't enjoy for a super long time, I suppose. So hopefully it sticks around a little bit more. We did get the Deathloop gameplay, which I'm hella down with. Like that the style of that game is like bar none. Like it's the really like 70s aesthetic, like and the rewind mechanic, and it looks like, from what I saw, there was multiplayer.
Yeah, that was just where I was about to go with it. That ending kind of teased at some multiplayer stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that one's definitely kind of high on my radar. What about Demon Souls?
Demon Souls, I am hype AF for.
I never played the original.
It looks super. I see. Okay, so here's where I have with Demon Souls is the fact that I played it on PS3. It was my first. Well, not my first. I think Dark Souls was my first Souls game, and then I went back to Demon Souls and tried to play it. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it, and to have another way to experience it now, hopefully will give me the in that I need with Demon Souls. So I'm like, okay, like I hope, basically what I'm saying is I hope that it does for the Souls series what the Crash Bandicoot remakes and the Resident Evil remakes, and even Final Fantasy VII remake did for those franchises, because I think that you can not that Souls necessarily needs reinvigorated, but I think that a lot of people write up, they're like, oh yeah, Demon Souls, whereas this will become a household name. I feel the only apprehension I have is that it's by Blue Point Games, which I really like Blue Point, but it's not directed by Miyazaki, which when Miyazaki left last time, it was in Dark Souls 2, and it kind of you felt his presence being out of there. But I'm hoping, since this isn't a game that they're building from the ground up, like as like this is already a game that's out there and a remake, and something that they're great at is making remakes. I mean, the Shadow of the Colossus remake was phenomenal. I'm hoping that they can kind of still keep that flair that they had with those, and that Miyazaki had with that.
I think it looks stunning. Like, for nothing else, that game just graphically looks incredible. That really kind of shows what the PS5 can do. There was some really pretty games in there, but for me, Demon Souls was near the top.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. And I say, for me, it's Spider-Man, Ratchet & Clank, Demon Souls, Resident Evil. I'm trying to think of what else. Astrobot is definitely the Hitman. The fact that we're getting Hitman 3, not a lot new. It looks like with the Hitman, the Hitman reboot. From what we get from the Hitman reboot, I'm gonna slow down my speech because I am talking all so fast, and my brain can't keep up. No, I think that it doesn't look like it changed a lot from Hitman 2 to Hitman 3, but also IO did just become an independent developer, from what I understand. I think it was last year. So I don't know. I'm just in for more Hitman goodness.
I'm intrigued by Pragmata, whatever that thing is called. I think that looked interesting. The one from Capcom.
And that's the thing that really gets me interested, is the fact that it is Capcom, because Capcom has had such a renaissance over the past couple of years, barring like games like maybe Dead Rising 4. But I think that them venturing out for a new IP has such potential, especially where they're at right now.
They're kind of at the top of their game at the moment. So it was really interesting.
It was really interesting to see how many games that were. I'm like, okay, who's this by? Like, I need to see who this is by, rather than the franchise itself. I need to see who is the studio behind this, which is an interesting thing with PlayStation that you don't necessarily have with Xbox, where you're like these are recognizable names. I know this is a seal of greatness, like, not necessarily that they don't have it, but like 343, it's a Halo game, like the Coalition, it's a it's a Gears game.
I've posted something vital in the chat.
Let me see. There we go. I like it's so someone saw my joke and raised me a Wii controller. The fact that I'm not the only one who's just like, oh, they're giving you just a random Wii controller as well. But yeah,
laying down.
What was that?
Garnets.
It will lay down. Oh yeah, okay. It does look like there's a stand. I'm gonna just put the display on. Boop. Yeah, so it looks like there's a stand right here, but it does look like it can lay on its side.
It looks like there's some little black attachment underneath to maybe balance it out. But
yeah, it's an interesting design. I don't know. Again, I feel like I did with the PS5 5 controller announced, the DualShock 5 or the DualSense, I guess they're calling it. I feel the same way about that I do with this, where I'm just like, I don't know if I like the design yet, but honestly, at the end of the day, design doesn't matter. It's the games, it's what you're playing, it's experiences that you're having.
It looks thick with 2 C's. It looks
yeah. I'm not sure about the waviness. This looks a little weird. I don't know. And again, it's just a nitpick from an aesthetic, you know, like it's just a bit off.
It's gonna play some banging games. That's all I need it to do.
For sure. And then let me see if there's any. Yeah, well, I mean, the last thing we really have is Horizon. What'd you think of what we saw of Horizon? And the one thing that I want to say about Horizon is the fact that we didn't get a release date. Everywhere I've seen people talk about Horizon, that's the people we knew, like, we're like, that's gonna be a release date. Like, that's gonna be at launch. We're gonna get the release date. But instead we got Spider-Man with a release date. And we have absolutely no release date from my understanding of Horizon.
Not that I saw. So yeah, to me it looks like more Horizon, which for most people is great. For some people, maybe not. Again, another game that looks stunning. I'm sure is going to kind of blow a lot of other games out of the water. So I'm interested to see where it goes. If it does take a different kind of direction, we'll see.
Another thing I see with the PlayStation 5 controller is there is a USB Type-C slot for it. So we're converting over to USB Type-C. Appreciate that.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, also, can we just say how great Stray looked? Where you can play as a cat? Any game you can play as a cat, especially in a cyberpunk town? Are you kidding me, doggy dog? Like, hell yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was Annapurna. Yeah.
I'm down to see where we go with that. I'm down.
Sam, it's Annapurna.
Damn it.
You know I had to. I just realized I started to do it like jokingly, and I'm like, oh fuck! I just realized. But yeah, I think. And Gran Turismo again. It's Gran Turismo, but it looks, you know, if that's something you're into, it's cool.
I'm sure you're gonna love it.
I don't know. It's what's baffling to me is the fact that we're getting Spider-Man Holiday 2020 and we don't even have a release date for Horizon.
Yeah, I think that's the big question. I'm just trying to see if I can find a Horizon release date in case they've come out.
Do you think
afterwards?
Do you think because the head guy had to leave? I forget his name at this point. Yeah. Do you think because he left that
delayed things?
Yeah. As well as, of course, the coronavirus probably.
Yeah. The team at Guerrilla are credible from what obviously I know.
Oh yeah.
Little that is. So having Herman leave, I don't think it's going to have a massive impact. I imagine it'll rock the boat, but the people who are there are still very capable. So I'm not sure. It's an interesting one.
Okay, hold on. I'm reading right now. One of the biggest series of all time, Grand Theft Auto, will be coming to PS5 thanks to close partnership between SIE and Rockstar Games. Enhanced and expanded versions of GTA 5 and GTA Online will launch on the PS5 in the second half of 2021. Will range from technical improvements, enhancements, blah blah blah. Will take full advantage of the PS5 hardware, making the game more beautiful, blah 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 blah. In addition, a new standalone version of GTA Online will also be made available with access to all PS5 owners for free within the first 3 months of the title launching. Once entitlement is claimed, the game is the owner's to keep with a PlayStation Plus membership. PS5 owners will be yada 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 yada. GTA 5.
We lost me.
What was that? Oh shoot. Yep. Look at that.
There we go. I'm back.
Hold on. There we go.
I'm back.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
GTA 5. Fine. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That thing prints money.
Oh yeah, for sure. And the fact that it looks like they're giving away online for free. I'm trying to look up this is the PlayStation press release. It looks like. I'm trying to look up see if we missed anything.
Giving away online for free is an incredibly smart move.
Oh
because
yeah, for sure.
Straight away you're gonna have people going, oh well, I would have paid $20 for this. Let's chuck $20 at one of the shark cards, the online currency. Boom, boom, boom. That's instant money.
Yeah, and it's instant reason for you to get into the game.
So many millions of people are invested in that game, that infrastructure already, that why not bring it over and have people spend more money on it?
It looks like here it says SIE will announce pricing and additional details for the PS5 at a later date. Now, do you think at this point are we going to get a PlayStation blog drop, or are they going to have another small get together and then release the pricing?
I think it's going to be a blog post. I don't think you make a video for that.
No.
What I am now thinking is is it $600? Was it £600?
Yes. $5.99 was the leak price, and also with the digital edition. That's
what I'm thinking now. Was that $5.99 price correct? And the digital edition is going to be the $4.99.
That's possible.
Say we're launching at $4.99 for the base model. They can get in at that price point and then sell the other editions above and beyond that. So that's I'm locking it in. They're going to do the digital edition at $4.99. Then the other editions are going to stack on top of that.
Yeah, I agree. But what would suck is that what if they would fucking cannibalize themselves? But what if the digital edition is $5.99?
There would be too much.
There's too much. Yeah.
Shit for that.
Yeah. But you can definitely tell now. Do you think they have the price? They just want to wait until Xbox comes out, or
possibly,
and then maybe renegotiate the price.
It's definitely that aspect of it of kind of days wins, who's going to put the first price out and show their cards early, and allow the other one to renegotiate. Like, it's kind of leaving it late now, but I really can't call who's going to go first.
I agree. That's the thing, is like Xbox doesn't really have anything in the books yet, from what I understand.
That's an interesting one. They're going to have to do it soon because they're going to want to get pre-orders going. If it's releasing in 4, maybe 5 months, they need to get that marketing cycle going. They need to get the pre-orders rolling in. Again, working in the games industry, or in retail, industry makes me sound really cool. Working in retail, or a games retailer, to know the price early so you can get those pre-orders in. You can start to know your numbers. You can start to plan around it. The longer they leave it, the harder it's going to become for retailers and sellers, and that's not going to bode well. So it needs to happen within the next month.
I agree. The other thing that's really cool, that I'm not sure, I feel like Microsoft also has announced this, but ray tracing was brought up, which is quite a feat in today's graphics. I mean, I've seen a lot of ray tracing like make games that are, a decade, 2 decades old look like they just came out yesterday. Like, so I think that's another thing that's going to be very important into this new game. But yeah, I think that's we pretty much covered it.
I would say we've
at the end of all this.
Yes.
I have to ask Sam, where are your hype levels? Are they
high?
Are they higher or lower than they were before? Are you still nervous?
I don't know if you can be.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 games.
Yeah.
There's going to be something for everybody there. So I'm honestly optimistic. I'm incredibly excited, with a little bit of kind of caution thrown in the mix. But having Spider-Man come out within the next 6 months is fucking incredible.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah, I'm incredibly excited.
The only thing at this point that kind of worries me is the price point. I think the games that they've shown are banger after banger after banger. I think that they really brought a presence, like you said, for everybody. Because there is a couple indies that I was interested in. There was a good amount of first party games or first or second party games that I was quite interested in. So I think we have a great lineup looking forward to this year, especially because something like Spider-Man is going to be exclusive and it's going to launch 2020. Like that's pretty
still
fucking cool.
blows my mind.
It still blows my mind, dude. So
yeah,
and we have more.
Yeah, I can count it.
Like this is not.
I can count a good chunk.
Yeah.
To play.
And I think that the other thing is like, the release dates worry me because we didn't get a ton of release dates for holiday 2020 that weren't like indie games. Besides like your Spider-Mans. And then I think there was a few others, but there's mostly indie games, which is kind of what you expect from the state of the world right now, and also from a launch. Yeah. So
if you generally look at launches, that's how it is. Take the Switch, you had kind of Breath of the Wild, but then that was supplemented at launch by smaller indie games, snipper clips. Think like Bomberman. So that's what kind of launch is. One killer game and a smattering of smaller titles. So that I'm not too bothered by.
So
over the following year.
Yeah. Like some of the things say like 2021 and like something like Hitman was January 2021. So it looks like we're getting pretty decent out. The last question I will ask you, Sam, are you buying this at launch? Or are you still waiting?
I need to wait for price, obviously, circumstances.
Right.
Way of the world at the moment. The position I'm in personally, I need to think about it sensibly. If money wasn't an option or an issue, then yeah, absolutely, I'd fucking buy it day one. Spider-Man, baby, let's fucking go.
Hell yeah, dude.
But kind of with my sensible head on, I would love to be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
How about you?
I think personally for me, the only reason I want it day one is because of Spider-Man. Like, I think that a lot of the games that I really was excited for are further out, and but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's cool that we see these, but I don't think that there's going to be enough games that I'm hyped about, especially if the $5.99 price point is to be believed. I think that it needs to justify its price. It needs to make me want to buy it on day one, with things other than just, you know, Spider-Man being the big game. Of course, I will be missed. I will miss out on the launch of it, but at the same time, like if that's all I have, I'm not really ready to spend $600 on it or plus at this point, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
but if it's like 400, I can kind of justify it though.
I don't think it will be. I'm a physical. Generally, I buy my games physically. So again, if it's $4.99 digital, $5.99 for the disc version, that's gonna hurt me a little bit because I would much rather have the option for the discs. The Xbox One all digital edition sold like a sack of shit.
Oh yeah.
At least kind of over here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's really a market for it unless the price is drastically different. We'll see about that one.
Yeah, I am kind of edging my bets right now on if I'm going to get it or not. We still have so much information to be told. We still have so much information to be told about release dates and even of the console, you know, of details of the console. But at least, like, we did get more than what a lot of people expected here, where we did get the console itself. We did get some games we weren't necessarily expecting. I think this was a decent conference. I think it was pretty good, especially in terms of how usual, you know, launch event reveals go. You know, I think the last time we had this, there was still like Killzone Shadowfall. Like, not that Killzone was bad, but it was just like there was a lot more games that were, oh, okay, this is okay. Like, rather than, oh, Spider-Man, oh, Ratchet, oh, you know, like, hopefully
Horizon,
Horizon. So hopefully we're not too far off from all these games. But what did you all think? Comment in. I'm probably gonna upload this later as a YouTube video. So if you're watching on YouTube, comment on the YouTube thread. Thank you, Sam, for joining me. I appreciate you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Where can they find you?
So I am at CaptainWoodsy17 on Twitter, Captain Woodsy on YouTube, and Captain Woodsy on Twitch. Follow me everywhere. I will be streaming 2 p.m. UK time tomorrow, and so that's like 9 Eastern and fucking early in the morning on anywhere else. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, come and catch me if you can. If not, just check out my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter. All have a good time.
Absolutely, follow this man. He's trying to make it big, and you follow him on YouTube for sure. He's made some great reviews. Just another guy trying to make it in the industry. That's what we gotta do. We gotta support each other. So thank you all for joining, and I'll see you in the future. Take care, everyone.